Okay, so last time I recorded one of these, my dear friend, the only person watching this, um, recommended speaking more about things that I care about a lot. And I kind of struggled with it because I have a lot of things I care about a lot, but I don't really, I don't know, structuring them and sharing them anonymously and just throwing these ideas without any kind of context out into the internet, into a video, feels so like I gotta lay some kind of foundation, you know? At least I imagine I do. Maybe I can just go into a rant, and this can be 4 minutes of me ranting about whatever I want, which maybe that's kind of the point of this. So, anyways, I'm gonna kind of just keep taking it how I've been taking it, just kind of ad lib these until I need some kind of script, until I'm at that point of um, progress in these videos. Once I figured out how to speak more, enunciate more, how I can be more present to the camera, how I can be more um, expressive and whatever in myself. Until then, until I need until the script is the next part, these are just going to be whatever, just in flow. Can't see my scar. Well, you can a little bit actually. Look at that. Fun. I'm just in front of that light. Yeah, things that I'm passionate about. I mean, so much. I just traveled. It's already ancient history to me now, but I just traveled to Guatemala without any money on me and hitchhiking and camping and hiking. And I saw temples, I saw altars, I saw churches, so many churches. I climbed the top of two volcanoes, kind of three. I don't know if the third one's a volcano. Um, Hiked up rivers, made tons of friends. I mean, they're like traveler friends. You don't know. It might be just really temporary, right? But like somebody I could just sit down with and have a conversation, and a beautiful conversation. I did contact improv. I did yoga, tons of yoga. I yeah, I just talked to people about God for like 8 days, something like that, and it was great. It was special. It was something really. I love that a lot. I love that because for me it brings up so many challenges, so many constantly, every single day, every probably hour. If I'm not climbing a mountain, which is a constant challenge, or hiking, it's I'm speaking to people, and speaking to people to get my needs met, in order to travel, in order to eat, in order to whatever. And there's there's so many moments, but there's one that I remember specifically where somebody like looked at me and they're like, "You can't travel without any money, like that. You can't do that." And I'm like, "Well, I've been doing it for months, and I mean for years. I've been doing it at times, and for this time, I've been doing it for days straight, no problem." Um, and he's just like, "I mean, how?" I don't know, dude. I just talk to God about everybody, or talk to everybody about God. And I also talk to God about everybody. And people, I don't know, people pick up on that. There's something special and holy. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all just this meat suit being worn by a consciousness that connects deeper and further and beyond anything we can really imagine or experience. And presumably that exists in other people as well, that same consciousness. So if you just look at somebody and like look into their soul, into their heart, recognize God in them for a moment, that part of God recognizes you through them as well. I mean, this is literally what, what's it called? Namaste? Literally what namaste means is I see the God in you. The God in me recognizes the God in you. And I've fucking never said namaste to well, maybe like 3 times in my life have I said namaste to somebody with sincerity, with like meaning that in any way. But when you walk and you move and you navigate and you think like that, I mean, the God in you wants the best for you, wants to experience this story that you make with your life. And when it's seen in other people, that same God, that same consciousness also wants to animate part of their story, animating your story, wants to animate our story. I mean, it's beautiful. This is probably the thing that drives me almost the most in many ways. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. It fires me up because then other people literally see the God in me, or they see the God in themselves because they see me looking for it. They see me like, how do we how do we navigate past this like personality or cultural or conditioned layer and just go in a little bit deeper, you know? I love that. That's like one of my favorite things ever. And it's inversely one of my most difficult experiences is with friends, with loved ones, with partners who are mad at me or something like that, right? When there's all this stuff between like two people who might have seen God in each other, in themselves and each other, but now there's so much stuff in between. There's this argument, that resentment, that social mask, that, I don't know, whatever, blocking. And it's like, oh, but I know you. I know the deepest parts of you. Like, let me see that. Show that to me. I care about that. And, it's all that is as damning to me as it is to other people, right? Like, if I can't see it in other people because of all the stuff that's in the way, they can't see it in me either because of all that stuff's in the way. So the only thing I can do is take responsibility for my part of either removing the veils or seeing through them regardless. And it's something that I'm working on every day because, yeah, that's love, really. It's like, I want to know you at the deepest levels of you. And I mean that for everybody I love because I think, yeah, people deserve that. And people who make the effort to clear out veils and to see deeper, I mean, they deserve that the most because they're working towards it. They make the effort for it. And yeah, I like surrounding myself with people who drop social masks or who never wore them or who speak about resentments, speak about frustrations, air things out, forgive, um, fight, these things that tear apart veils. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, 7-minute message about God. That's pretty good.